Okay, everybody, welcome back to our latest severe weather coverage. This one is a big one as we do have a moderate risk of severe weather. This is going to be our biggest risk of severe weather this entire year, and this moderate risk, this is going to be the biggest risk of severe weather thus far this year. Now this tornado or this moderate risk is going to be driven by the tornado risk, where we have a 15% tornado risk. Anywhere from Joliet, Galesburg, Bloomington going into Valparaiso, where we could see multiple long track tornadoes. This is most likely going to be a significant tornado outbreak for anywhere just south of Chicago. But we could see large tornadoes anywhere down into the Mexico and Texas border, going back into eastern Oklahoma and all the way back up into South Michigan. We could all see at least one or two tornadoes today. It is going to be a big day once again. We're also going to have damaging wind gusts. These will be mostly our southern mode of storms, anywhere from Oklahoma City down into places like San Angelo, and Dallas Fort Worth. But we also do have a large hail risk. Now, this is a serious threat for these storms down here, where we could see storms develop 4-inch sized hail. So we could see DVD sized hail, so that's going to be significant when that does happen. It's most likely going to happen. We do have a tornado watch at the moment, and if we look at probabilities of hail exceeding 2 inches, it's a 70% risk, and we've also got 2+ tornado risks. We've got a high risk, and max hail is 4 inches. So once again, all nodes of severe weather, but the biggest threat is going to be the tornado threat for these northern storms, where we could see multiple large and dangerous tornadoes today. This is not a day that you want to be messing around with. If you're on the moderate risk, you need to be staying weather aware. So once again, these storms down in Texas are starting to fire up. They have one just north of San Angelo, starting to get a little bit of a hail in it. Also, these storms back near the border, starting to develop. This one over in East Midlands, so we've got a lot of storms on this Texan on these Texan node of storms. These storms up here, there is one starting to develop at the moment just north of Ottawa. Nothing looking too significant as of right now. If I play you through the HRRR, to have a look a little bit more of the timing of the severe weather later on this evening. So if we look at the so right now, we don't really have many storms out there, maybe a couple pop-up storms. And then as we move later into the evening and afternoon, we're going to see supercells start to develop, and these are all going to be rotating, and these are all going to be producing a damaging wind gusts, a large hail, and once again, extremely dangerous tornadoes out there just south of Chicago. We could see a couple. So anywhere in the next sort of 4 hours, we could see storms developing. And then the peak of the risk will extend over the evening and into afternight, into the over into the overnight hours. If I move back, we're already starting to see some storms developing. These are going to have a risk to produce some large or a couple tornadoes. But you can see how we've got all of these purples and potentially even blues on these storms, which are going to be large hail that's going to be falling. And once again, a storm could touch above 4-inch sized hail. That's definitely a possibility today. So yeah, the peak of the tornado risk will exist over the next couple hours whenever these storms start to develop, and then as we go later on into the evening and into the afternoon hours. Once again, storms starting to fire up in South Texas at the moment. But yeah, moderate risk of severe weather. This is our first moderate risk of the year. This is the most significant threat that we have seen all year, especially for tornadoes, even for hail. Really, in these southern storms, we could easily we could easily get to baseball. We can easily get to DVD sized hails. All going to be possible out there today. And also there is quite a sharp dividing line between the risks today. We can see Chicago is not currently in even a 2% risk, but if you drive 25 miles to the south, or even just go on the south side of town, you could still be seeing large tornadoes. So yeah, it's a very sharp dividing line there from the 2% risk all the way down into the red, which is the 15% risk of severe weather, of tornado, sorry. And that does equate to us having a moderate risk of storms. And we also did just literally like 10 minutes ago get this tornado watch for South Texas for possibly 4-inch size tail and 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We could see some strong tornadoes, and also we could see 2 or more tornadoes today in South Texas or in Southwest Texas. We're already starting to see multiple cells start to fire up in the Texas and Mexican border. This storm just north of San Angelo right now is looking the most significant. Maybe a little hail colour starting to develop on this. And there's purples. And we do, I'm pretty sure, have a mesoscale discussion on these northern storms. We do. If we read this through, so the max tornado risk is 120 to 150, and the largest tail is looking like 3.5 inches. The probability of the watch is 95%, so we are most likely going to see a tornado watch issued over maybe in the next half an hour or so. Yeah, this will be needed to cover this threat within the next 1 to 2 hours. I'm not sure whenever this was officially issued. But yeah, a mesoscale discussion just south of Chicago and just north of Springfield for places like Galesburg, Burlington, and Ottawa, where most likely we will get a tornado watch in just a short while. Let's take this off. But yeah, I'm actually going to turn on the special weather statements. It's not the correct thing. See this storm-based polygon. I'm pretty sure these will be for southern storms in Texas. Yes, they are. So we do have a special weather statement just to the northwest of Amarillo for 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and this one just to the west or east, sorry, of Lipscomb. This is our closest radar site, but I think this will be for some 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts and 1/2-inch size tail. In the Texas Panhandle, so not even for the southern storms down here. We are going to start to see a lot of warnings being issued. Once again, this is most likely going to be a tornado outbreak over the next few hours. This one is going to be the most concerning storm just north of San Angelo. Has been able to develop over the last sort of 10 minutes rapidly. These storms, the northern mode of storms, are most likely going to start developing a little bit later, in the next sort of 2 to 3 hours. So we'll most likely be mostly covering the southern node of storms, the Texas storms, and then we'll probably transition up into the northern storms as we go later on through the day. This one just to the southwest of Onza looks to be producing a little bit of hail. If I show you guys the cape that's out there today, which is basically like thunderstorm fuel, also tornado fuel, surface base cape. We'd have a lot of it out there. Now then, there is a dry line today, which does mean that basically, so where the air behind is dry, okay, and all of this orange and yellow stuff and green is going to be moist air. So anywhere behind the dry line is not going to really have much of a chance to see severe storms, whereas these storms to the west, also these places to the east of the dry line are going to have the bigger risk. We are starting to see a lot of cape over in southwest Dallas. I'm sure if we move this through a little bit, the cape will get a little bit more strong in just south of Chicago. If we move this through, so you can see the risk of severe storms for Dallas and southwest Texas is going to mainly peak over the next sort of 6 hours, and then it'll mostly just go down to these northern storms. We can also play this through to the northern storms, where we'll have a lot of cape out there for this time of the year. This is sort of like a May setup, so not something that you see that often in March. This is this is not something that you see very often in March. We did actually have a event. It's not comparable, but we did have a big event in March last year, which was the March 15th high risk. That was an absolutely insane outbreak. I'm not saying that this is going to be anything like that, but it has potential to be up there. Not close to it, but it's not really comparable. But you know what I'm trying to say. Big storms do happen in March, but they're not that often. Is this storm just southwest of Onza at the moment, which is looking to be quite interesting with some small hail falling in there. So there guys, I've just literally made these overlays. Been a lot of development in them, so I'm having to make sure that they're perfect. This storm just south of San Angelo is going to start to struggle a little bit. Does have a little bit of a cell behind it, but sure it'll be able to mature a little bit later. A lot of storms going up just north of Crane or just south of Midland. These storms are really just brewing in like 7 minutes. Like, it's not taking a long time for these storms to start developing. We do have multiple storm chasers out there at the moment. Storm chasers PA Storm Trackers. They're over in Sonora, Texas. We do have storm chaser Braden Payne. He's going to be with us today. He's just currently not live. And we do have the legend Edgar O'Neill out there chasing these southern storms in once again Sonora, Texas. So if they do get closer to anything, we will go to them. Also, there is a lot on this northern threat. There's lots. John McKinney, Freddie McKinney, Vince Walty, Connor Croft, Tornado Pagey. If we do use anyone's feed, I will make sure to call them out today. We did just get a, not a severe thunderstorm, but a special weather statement just southwest of Onza. That was a storm that I would say producing a little bit of hail and some damaging wind gusts. If this continues to get a little bit stronger, this will most likely become severe warned. Our first severe warned storm of the day. And I've not really been posting that many videos. It's mostly just been shorts. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll probably have a forecast out tomorrow. But yeah, after this event, we are still going to have a risk of severe storms tomorrow. We'd have a slight risk of severe storms, a very large risk going all the way up into southwest New York, Columbus, Dallas, or just east of Dallas and north of New Orleans, where some large, also some tornadoes will be a possibility, some damaging wind gusts, and also some hail will be a possibility. So we may be live tomorrow as well. So it's kind of annoying actually, but this would be our closest radar site for all of these storms, but it's actually well, you can't use it. It's the date is like, yeah, that was from the 5th of March, so it's not really much use for us. Unless you do want to know what was happening on the 5th of March. I don't think because a lot was going on. Maybe some showers, but nothing that interesting. Shown just north of San Angelo, still looking to have a little hail core just southeast of Robert Lee at the moment. Just keep on checking, see whether that tornado watch is going to be issued. Should also look on the National Weather Service Twitter account as well. It will be a little bit faster than the Radar Amiga updates. Okay. So yeah, there's just currently that tornado watch for South Texas. So this one right here. Because he's some hail reaching up to DVD sized hail. Looks like. Oh, okay. Let's get that up. So yeah, once again, we do have some storms developing in South Texas at the moment. These will most likely be severe with some larger hail as we go a little bit later on. We do have a new special weather statement near the Oklahoma Panhandle. Bit weird that we're seeing storms out here. Are they in the marginal risk? Just in the slight risk. But yeah, we've got a moderate risk of severe weather today. It's kind of surprising actually. I thought they were just going to stick with the enhanced risk, but the HRRR has continued to show a little bit more action with these storms, a little bit more severe with these storms. You see the new updates in. So yeah, I mean these are just major storms. They're all I can't show it on here, but you can get which storms are rotating on Pivotal Weather and on other websites as well, but most of these are rotating on that as well. I mean, this is just going to be a big risk. Really is. First moderate risk of the year. But yeah, once again, we only have a few storm chasers out there in this South Texas threat at the moment. Most of them are on the bigger risk, but yeah, you can see there are about a dozen of them. Oh wait, actually there is a storm developing. Okay, that's our first storm of the day. Let's check in with Freddie McKinney. Let's see what he's got. He's not got much. He has got some. You can see these bubbly clouds. It's all the start of this threat. Storm chaser Cannon Calton. So I'm pretty sure that's the storm that's just developed on radar. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see whether Vince Walty has it. If it wants to load, just give it a second. So these storms are starting to develop. Just one storm at the moment that's really started to develop over literally about 5 minutes. There's also a storm southwest of Chicago at the moment. A bit messy though. Okay, this one's definitely upticked. Some small hail in there. Could be reaching an inch though at the moment. So A new mesoscale discussion. Okay, that's our first severe warning of the evening, and it's in southwest Oklahoma. That's not quite where I would be looking at, but okay. Some damaging wind gusts of up to 60 miles an hour and 1-inch sized hail for the storm. Try that. You can't see that, but yeah, once again, our first severe thunderstorm of the evening in Lipscomb at the moment. You can also see that in the top right. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Sorry about this. Things are never perfect. Okay. But yeah, this is our first severe warning in Oklahoma of all places. Oh yeah, so I was just going to get to what I was just about to talk about, and it was for this particular region actually. I'm not sure whether Radar Amiga will have it. It's literally just issued. Oh no, it's on. See here for this these storms, and it does say here there is a 60% chance of a severe thunderstorm warning. There is some isolated severe wind and some isolated hail. This mesoscale discussion does include portions of northwest Oklahoma, places like Woodward, and goes into South Kansas, places like Wichita. Wrong thing. Yeah, that's our newest mesoscale discussion. Did I issue that? No. Yeah, our first severe thunderstorm warning. Kind of surprising, really, but it's in western Oklahoma, but it's actually in northwest Texas. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Just deal with this. That one did just get outdated. Sorry, guys. Dude. Okay, that should be better now. We did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for the southern storm for 1.5-inch sized hail. Oh yeah, that's getting some larger hail on it just south of Sheffield at the moment. Okay. Should be fine now. But yeah, a storm just southwest of Anza producing 1.5 sized hail, which has been rapidly intensifying over the last couple minutes. It's got a large hail core on there now. So, but yeah, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for northwest Texas. Places like Lipscomb, 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is our most concerning storm in just southwest of Anza. We do have some large hail falling, possibly around 1.5 inch sized hail at the moment. And I'm just going to go through the risk areas for today. You should check up on the storm. Storm chaser Freddie McKinney is on this at the moment. Nice little cell. But yeah, today we do have a moderate risk of severe weather, the first one of this year. This is most likely, well, this is the biggest risk of severe weather that we've had all year, just south of Chicago. This will be driven by the 15% tornado risk. So, large tornadoes are very much on the table today. Most likely a tornado outbreak. Over the next couple hours. And also these southern storms could produce some tornadoes, maybe even a large one. Wind will be the main risk, and also hail. Well, hail's going to be the main risk, where we could see hail size exceeding 4-inch sized hail. So DVD sized hail is a possibility today. Let's see whether the latest update is in. So yeah, we're gonna have a major hail core in there. I really wouldn't be surprised if that gets changed to 2-inch sized hail. Definitely have a large hail core on there at the moment. First severe thunderstorm warning for southwest Texas. I mean, this has large hail in it. This could be upwards to ping pong ball sized hail at the moment, falling just to the west of Sheffield. This is very rural parts of Texas, just east of Moser at the moment. It's not a very populated area. Let me see if there's a new thing from the SBC on that. Tornado watch. Okay, just a mesoscale discussion in Oklahoma. PA Storm Trackers is heading to the storm in southwest Texas at the moment. A lot of convection in the atmosphere. You can see by all those bubbly clouds. Also, we do have sun reaching the ground, which does mean warmth is going to produce or does favour severe storms. I mean, this storm has exploded over the last like literally 20 minutes. Has very large hail falling at the moment. I'm surprised this hasn't been upgraded to 2-inch sized hail really. But close that. Large hail core. We just have another severe thunderstorm watch in extreme northwest Texas in places like Lipscomb. So my large hail and 60 mph wind gusts on that. Let's just wait for the new scan. Should be coming in any second now. I've actually not been looking to see whether there's a couplet with this. Not really, so not really an imminent tornado risk with this. New special weather statement for once again in the Texas Panhandle, just north of Amarillo, for some damaging wind gusts of up to 50 miles an hour. This is our most concerning storm at the moment, just south of Sheffield. So there guys, just one moment. Okay. Let's see, just waiting for the latest scan to come in. This storm is high echo topped at the moment. Let's have a look. Oops. 43,000 feet at the moment. Definitely a towering storm at the moment. If you look at the hail, yeah, that's a big hail core on that. Anywhere in the grey there, possibly seeing some larger hail. Pretty sure if we see another, okay, so we do have a new radar scan. It's showing a little bit less large hail, so maybe more like 1 3/4 inch sized hail rather than 2. This is still issue for 1.5 inch. Gotta keep on looking, see whether that tornado watch for the northern node of storms has been issued, but not yet. Storm just north of San Angelo was looking promising. Still kind of is, but looks a little bit weaker. This is our tornado watch for the southern mode of storms. Our bigger risk will be up north and the moderate risk. But yeah, we could see 4-inch sized hail today. And also a couple of tornadoes. A strong tornado, which is EFT+, is a 40% risk. But yeah, storms developing just south of Midland at the moment. I mean, you can tell that hail's the biggest risk at the moment. So also the storm over in Mexico at the moment that's going to come up into Del Rio. Maybe producing some hail. Let's look at Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill's feed at the moment. See what the conditions are looking like. So yeah, we have sun reaching the ground, which is not a good thing for severe weather. Some bubbly clouds as well. So very interesting stuff out there. Let me check up on the storm in Bloomington. Wow, this has definitely been intensifying over the last little bit. So look at Freddie McKinney's view. This is Storm Chaser CJ Ziegler. Yeah. This is his view of this storm. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on your screens. Just on the east side, or on the right side, sorry. You can see that. Let me try to put it over there for you. See there? That'll be the storm that. Yeah, that's our first storm of the day. Maybe a south trying to fire just northwest of Pontiac at the moment. A lot of cells starting to fire up as well. PA Storm Trackers is coming up to this storm, so they'll have a view in about 10 minutes. Or maybe a little bit longer. See some very high clouds there. Some towering clouds. One could say. Once again, large hail just south of Sheffield at the moment, possibly reaching up to ping pong ball sized hail. So some small impacts to lawn items, stuff like that. Definitely a possibility. While things are slightly a little bit quieter, okay, new radar scan, large hail core in there. Okay, let me just quickly go through the risks today, as it is the biggest one of the year. We have a moderate risk for tornadoes just south of Chicago. Maybe put it there for you guys. Moderate risk just south of Chicago, which is going to be driven by the tornado threat, where we have a 15% tornado risk. It's a high risk. We could see some large tornadoes today, possibly long-tracked violent tornadoes just to the south of Chicago and places like Pontiac, Ottawa, Princeton, and Watseka. Sorry about that. Also some damaging wind gusts. This won't be mostly for our southern node of storms, places just south of Oklahoma City, going into southwest Texas and also south central Texas. Hail is going to be mostly these southern storms. We could even see a storm touching upwards to 4-inch sized hail, so very large hail is definitely most likely going to be happening today. This warning did just get issued. I don't think anything changed about it. Doesn't look like it, but large hail just south of Sheffield at the moment. Oh, there it is. This is our main storm at the moment, but we do have another severe thunderstorm warning just on Lipscomb, just northeast of that. Some very small hail and some damaging wind gusts of up to 60 miles an hour. This one down here. Yeah, the storm in El Paso at the moment is probably going to be producing some large hail. This is Tornado Pages view at the moment. Let's see, so that would be the storm right in front of us, I'd believe. Storm Chaser CJ Ziegler's view on this. Wouldn't I say it would be to his right at the moment. Or behind him, you can see that storm there. Let's see. Storm Chaser Max Archer. That's his view of it. Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. A continuation. And now we have golf ball sized hail falling with the storm, so the threat is considerable with the storm. So yeah, we could see some large hail with the storm of upwards to golf ball sized hail, so protect loose lawn items and all that sort of stuff. Some large hail is coming just east of Iran, to the west of Onza, over the next little while. Just south of Sheffield at the moment. Some large hail falling with the storm. We do also have a severe thunderstorm warning once again, just near Lipscomb. So the storm's just getting a little bit smaller. But yeah, this one over near Lipscomb, producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts at the moment. So PA Storm Trackers is coming up to the storm. He's going to be heading west into the storm. Also, a storm just drew its northeast at the moment, trying to develop. Once again, 1 3/4 size tail, Gulf War size tail, and 60 mph wind gusts just to the east of Iran at the moment. So once again, we are starting to see a lot of storms developing in South Texas at the moment. This one just to the north of San Angelo. Still looking interesting. Tornado watch has just been issued for the storm. These are the probabilities. So, 2 or more tornadoes, 60%. Strong tornado EF2 plus is 40%. And all of the other ones you can find there. Not going to pick them out. You guys can just have a little look for them. But yeah, a few tornadoes with a couple intense tornadoes. So we are going to be looking at a little tornado outbreak today. Storm Chaser CJ Ziegler is going to be in the possibly seeing a little bit of light hail at the moment, or he's not. But yeah, that is your storm there. Bit of a weird severe thunderstorm warning at the moment, but yeah, just to the northeast of El Paso at the moment. But yeah, this thunderstorm watch does go up until 11 p.m. CDT time. But yeah, this is most likely going to be a tornado outbreak up there. They have a moderate risk of severe storms today. See if that was working alright. Let's see how the storm's going. Just the east. Oh, yeah, no, just the west of Anza. Storm Chaser P8 Storm Trackers is coming up to this. That's your storm right there. You can see some darker clouds, some hail in there. And they're currently just parked up. I don't think that they really want to get too devoted to the storm, just in case something forms to the east or something. But yeah, new severe thunderstorm warning just to the northeast of El Paso. Some 1/8 size hail and 60 mph wind gusts. You could even try and see a little hook potentially trying to develop over Panalo. It's not looking like anything interesting at the moment, but could definitely try and form. Storm Chaser CJ Ziegler's view. His view's just gone out. Carmen Palermo's view. That's not the storm. We did just actually get a new alert. Just to the north of Amarillo. I don't know how the sound doesn't go. It went. In Cactus in Sunray and in Dom Az. Let's see if this radar, or yeah, whether it wants to get any scanning on it. This one normally takes about 5 minutes to update. Storm Chaser CJ Ziegler's view. It's been a little bit on and off recently. Okay, so he is in a little bit of hail at the moment. That's where the main hail will be falling over to the right. Just to the right of his feed. Just put that down there. So right there to the right would be where the hail is falling. But yeah, this is once again a moderate risk of severe weather. This is not a risk that you do want to be messing about with. You can see there just to the south of Chicago, this will be driven by the 15% tornado risk. We are expecting a little mini tornado outbreak, or if not a major tornado outbreak, just to the south of Chicago. Tornado watch has been issued. We could see many strong tornadoes this evening, or afternoon into the evening. It's our first storm out there. Let's take us back to the storm in South Texas. I think it's this one, isn't that one? Just to the west of Onza at the moment. It's not updated yet, but not 10 miles. But yeah, possibly 1 3/4 size tail, which is golf ball size tail, following with this just to the east of Sheffield. Some new scale that's come below. So yeah, the damage threat with this is considerable. But yeah, we could see some large hail heading just east of Iran over the next little while. Do you have the storm just to the south of Del Rio? Storm chaser Edgar O'Neill's view. He will get a little bit closer to this. He's absolutely flying. That is I mean, okay, he's driving fast. Yeah, okay. I'm sure it won't take him that long to get to the storm. Okay, interesting. Okay. That's kind of insane, but okay. Storm just to the north, east of Robert Lee. Produces some small hail just to the west of Winters. Well, I think I've literally just run out of water, so I will be back in 3 minutes. 2. 1.5 minutes. Alright then guys, I literally just went to get water and there's 6 warnings now. What happened? So there's a continuation for the storm just west of Pontiac at the moment. One inch-sized hail. Storm chaser CJ Ziegler, who's most likely in the storm. His feels his what's that word? We just got a new warning. I don't think we did, but yeah, the storm just west of Pontiac producing 1.5 sized hail. A lot of storms over in Oklahoma and Texas at the moment in the Panhandle, so this one just to the west of Woodward, producing 1 inch size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and this one just to the north, or sorry, to the south, west of Limscomb at the moment. This one near Dumas, producing some damaging wind gusts, and this one in just southwest of Onzon is producing some small hail at the moment. Let's check back in with Edgar O'Neill, storm chaser Edgar O'Neill. He is currently driving fast at quite fast speeds to get to the storm. You can see just to the left of your screen, may even be a little ball cloud. It's a little pixelated. Nearly went off the road, but just to the left of your screen, could potentially be a little wall cloud. But yeah, there's a lot of storms starting to develop. Got lots of them out there. Some of these look more severe than some of these other ones. Like this one just near Dumas at the moment. This one is going to be producing 60 mile an hour wind gusts at the moment. That's what I was going to do. That warning just got updated. Okay, that should be fine now. I don't know why I got updated. I just did. It's a little bit glitched how far it goes down, but yeah, this storm just to the northeast of Sheffield at the moment, producing upwards to 1 3/4 sized tail, which is golf ball sized tail, and some 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Storm chaser Edgar O'Neill is heading to Del Rio, I would guess. Trying to get to the storm just to his west at the moment, or just to the left, sorry, not to the west. That is going to be some hail, and some damaging wind gusts in there most likely. But yeah, some you can see this. So this radar site is actually down at the moment. So this would literally give us the perfect view, but I mean, we don't need data from the March 5th. We really don't. But yeah, Edgar O'Neill currently heading down to this warning. Just leave his feed on for a little bit here. It's currently going through very rural areas, South Texas. See that storm just to the left. We do have another storm chaser, PA Storm Trackers, just to the east of Anza at the moment. See what view he's got. This storm right here, so a little bit of hail in there, so a very tall acro top there. Let's leave that on for you guys for just a second. Get a new warning. I'll get to that in a second. I think it's just an old out of one of these warnings. Let's check back in with the storm in the northern mode of storms. This one just to the west of Pontiac at the moment. Storm chaser Carmen Palermo, or yeah, Palermo. It's calling the hail core, or will most likely be in. So yeah, that's why it's most likely botching a little bit. Just to your left there. Be the hail, maybe some wind gusts. Maybe that's why his car's moving about a little bit. So that's the view of your storm there. Is that hail on the floor, or is it just mine? But yeah, storm's starting to develop in this northern mode of storms. But yeah, the storm that's literally on the border at the moment, Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill's heading up in Del Rio. So just to your left. So yeah, maybe some small hail in there. It's a shame because the closest radar site is it's not really working at the moment. It's giving us data from March 5th, and then it's gone down. So hopefully it comes back online soon. Don't know what he's showing us with that, but like a little crescent in there or something. I don't know what he's trying to show us. There's not a new warning, but so yeah, this one just to the west of Onza at the moment, producing 1 3/4 size tail, so golf ball size tail. We do also have a storm just to the southwest of Abilene. This is the United Rescue Alliance Camp Barclay at the moment. It's their camera on radar Amiga. Storm be somewhere out there. Which way is actually this facing? East northeast, so that is not the way that we want it to be facing. So that's actually going up into Abilene, so whenever this storm does pass through, we'll probably be able to see that view. This storm just in due mass at the moment. I don't know why this is a severe one, but it says 60 mph wind gusts. Doesn't really like anything on radar. This one just to the east of Perryton in Lipscomb, producing 60 mph wind gusts and some small hail. And this one just to the south of Laverne, producing the same thing, 60 mph wind gusts and 1 inch size tail. We do also have this one warning up here in just west of Pontiac and northeast of El Paso. This will most likely be quite a interesting storm to watch. This is Vince Balti's view of this. So yeah, that's going to be all of the hail and rain that's going to be falling with this. Let's see with his view what there you go. But I don't think any of these storms are currently rotating. I could be wrong there, not really checked. Let's go back for these southern storms. Or this storm. Yeah, something that interesting. Edgar O'Neill is really starting to come up on the storm in Del Rio. Interesting to see what this is, as it is so far away from a radar site. So the storm would be right in front of us at the moment. But here we do have, so once again I'll just go through the warnings. This storm just to the northeast of Sheffield, most likely not producing that much hail. We could see right around half an hour ago this was producing some significant hail, possibly up to ping pong ball sized hail. Trying to pause it at the moment, there you go. Just to the west of Under. We have a couple of cells just to the east of that trying to form. Once again just to the southwest of Under. A lot of storms found not just west of St. Angelo and just to the northeast or to the northwest of Winters. We have some storms over in Midlands at the moment. This one just to the east of Perryton and in Lipscomb, producing 1 inch sized hail and 1 8/4 sized hail, $half sized hail, and this one just to the northeast, producing 1 inch and both producing 60 mph wind gusts. This one over near Dumas, producing 60 mph wind gusts. and this storm in the northern mode of storms in Pontiac does have every single storm tracer out there on it. This is CJ Ziegler's view of the storm. His feed has been a little bit rough, but let's see whether let's show. So yeah, that's an interesting little base to that storm at the moment. Maybe some rotation on there. Some very weak rotation. But yeah, a lot of hail there just to the left over that barn. Let's actually I'm just gonna take you through today's risk, severe weather risk. It is the biggest one of the year. So far we have a moderate risk of severe storms just south of Chicago, going into places like Galesburg and Bloomington. Now, this will be driven by the tornado risk, where we have a 15% risk. So a tornado outbreak is not going to be ruled out with this, just to the south or in Bloomington, Peoria and Galesburg and Joliet and Valparaiso. So, I mean, this 5% risk goes all the way down to the border, Mexico and Texas border, not border, but border. We do also have a wind risk going up from once again the border going up all the way up into Oklahoma, where we could see some damaging wind gusts exceeding 80 miles an hour. And hail is going to be a big risk down there with these Texas storms, where we could see at times some storms producing upwards to 4-inch sized hail. DVD sized hail is definitely a possibility today. This storm did just get updated to 1.5-inch sized hail, so ping pong ball sized hail. If it wants to load, perfect. So we do have a large hail core just to literally over Flanagan at the moment. See, this is Storm Chaser Max Archer's view of the storm. Move some scud there. See that sort of lower cloud there. Bit of scud. It's not really the cleanest view, but also Storm Chaser Vince Waltzy's view, which if there was any sort of low level rotation, this is where it would be. Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo. Some motion on there. A little bit of rotation. And Storm Chaser John McKinney that's going through the hail cone right now. So that was a bit loud. See some very small hail, if not just heavy rain. We can also look at Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill's view. It's going into Del Rio to look at this storm. Let's see what he's doing. So yeah, that storm's directly in front of him at the moment. So yeah, it's in a bit of a weird area because the radar that is closest to it is not really working at the moment. It's down. We'll come back to his feed to find out which one got updated. So this one's got downgraded to 1-inch sized hail now. This one just southwest of Onza. Looks to be quite interesting. Maybe some large hail. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets severe warned in a little while. But yeah, let's see Edgar O'Neill's view at the moment. So yeah, right in front of your screen, maybe just a little bit to the left. That is your storm. Yeah, you can see he's going through a little bit of light rain. Probably transition into more moderate rain soon. So yeah, the radar that is down at the moment is this one just to the southwest, or southeast, sorry, of Bracketville. This storm just south of Abilene. Should definitely be severe one for some large hail. I actually don't know why that one isn't. Let's see. Yeah, this storm's just still facing east. If you could get rotated to southwest, be pretty much the perfect view of that storm. Let me go back up to the storm. Got a new alert or a warning. Let me try and find it. This one over in GMAS just got updated. I don't know why or how. Storm Chaser, Vince Waltey's view of this storm. See that thing back there? Possibly rotating. Just give it a second to load. Not really seeing much rotation on that, but a little lowering beginning to form. But yeah, that is producing large hail. So we've had reports now, literally in Flanagan, of quarter-sized hail, and one just to the west, just to the south of Spires, near the intersection of 1800 north and 3100 east. So yeah, so this radar is currently out of use. I don't know, it's just not updating. So this done just to the south of Delvio at the moment. Edgar's View will be the best one at the moment. Edgar's View. So that storm is literally in front of his in front right now. This storm just to the southwest of Ozana. Surprised that that's not severe warned. So yeah, this was the storm that I was like saying this should be severe warned. So 1.5 inch sized hail, ping pong ball sized hail at the moment. On the storm. There were a couple of pockets on the northwest side and on the southeast side of the storm. As well, the largest hails in the purple coloured areas. I'm also kind of surprised that this one hasn't got a warning on it for at least some small hail. Storm Chaser PA Storm Tracker's view on this. See, that's an impressive structure. See how high Echo thought the storm is before we go check back in with him. So yeah, this is probably like a 45,000 storm. 44,000. But yeah, still high echo tops. A large lowering there. Oh, sorry, not lowering, but you see the rain curtains there. Let's go back up to the northern risk. There are a lot of storm chasers at the moment. This one's probably about 4,000 feet. But yeah, this is large hail now. Let's look at Tornado Page's view on this of this storm. Sorry. Sherry right in front of them. The hail. Let's see someone. Maybe a little bit further back. Storm Chaser John McKinney was literally in the hail core not so long ago. You can see that's the storm right in front of him. Freddie McKinney is a little bit further away from this. Okay, that's definitely an interesting storm. Definitely better if you're a little bit further back. Very dark cloud. Where's this? Just to the east of Flanagan. Let's go. So yeah, definitely some large hail in this. It's currently one for 1.5 inch size hail. The Abilene storm. Some large hail on the southwest side. We can see the rain falling at the moment, but this is positioned eastwards, or southeast now at the moment. Yeah, that's not southeast. Okay, they just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the storm near Del Rio for 1 inch size hail and also some damaging wind gusts. Storm chaser Edgar O'Neill is on this at the moment. So it's going through the a bit of rain at the moment. Let's chat back up with PA storm trackers with the storm just to the southwest of Onza, Texas. So yeah, definitely some impressive structure on that. But yeah, impressive structure on that. Okay, but I do believe we just got a new warning. Oh, on this storm near Onza at the moment. And we did just get two new warnings. So this one just to the south of Perryton with 1 inch sized hail and 60 mph wind gusts. And this one just to the southwest of Chicago, just to the southwest, or to the west of Joliet with 1 1/4 inch sized hail there. This storm in just to the west of Pontiac's looking rather interesting with some large hail in it. This is Storm Chaser's kind of cross view of this storm. Go back in with him in a sec. So yeah, PA Storm Tracker is currently on the storm just to the west of Onza. A one did just get changed. Not sure which one. Just gonna have to go through every single one. This storm just to the west of or just to the south of Abilene with 1.5 inch sized hail. Is that hail falling right now? Maybe it's rain at the moment. But yeah, once again, we could see 4 inch sized hail, so DVD sized hail is definitely a possibility today. This one near GMAS just got changed in somewhere. I don't know how that's still a warning, but yeah. Also new warning just to the south of Buffalo at the moment. So up to 11 severe warnings. 1 inch size hail and 60 mph wind gusts. And possibly for the last time this stream, I'm going to take you through, if one morning wouldn't get changed or something. For a second. Okay, I just don't get the smaller. But yeah, possibly for the last time. We do have an enhanced risk of severe weather, severe storms from the Mexico and Texas border, going against places like Oklahoma and San Angelo. If we move our way northward, we do have a moderate of severe risk of severe storms, which is going to be driven by a 15% tornado risk. And we do have a large enhanced risk going to places like Chicago, Davenport, Quincy, Springfield, Urbana, Lafayette, Fort Wayne, South Bend, and South Joseph. If we look at the tornado risk, this is definitely going to be the biggest risk. You could see a little mini tornado outbreak just south of Chicago, with some possibly violent tornadoes. Anywhere in the 10% risk could see one as well. So Quincy, Fort Wayne, South Bend, Valparaiso. Also have a extremely large 5% risk, which once again goes back down to the border, all the way past Oklahoma City and eastern Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, going all the way up into South Michigan, and all the way back down into places like Dallas, places like Springfield included in this risk. If we look at the wind risk, this will mostly be for southern storms, but anywhere in that yellow could see some damaging wind gusts, but especially in this red area and into the hatched area is where we could see upwards to 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's not the correct drawing. There you go. If we look at the hail risk, it's going to be most prominent down in the south, where we could see a storm produced 4-inch sized hail, so DVD sized hail is definitely a possibility today. But yeah, a little mini scale tornado outbreak is most likely going to be possible today on this northern mode of storms, the moderate risk. And we do have 2 tornado watches at the moment, and we did just get a new warning. Or something got shrunk or something. But yeah, so we got this tornado watch just to the southwest of Chicago, and this one is for the possibility for 4-inch size hail. We can actually get on the probabilities. 10 plus severe weather, severe hail events is a 70% risk. 10 plus severe wind events is 60. Hail reaching 2-inch sized hail plus 70%. A strong tornado EFT plus is a 40%. I thought that should be a little bit higher with the risk that they put out, but at least 70%. But wind being greater than 65 knots is a 40%. T plus tornado 60, and 6 plus combined events is higher than 95, so most likely. And we do have this one for this Texan mode of storms. If I get it up here, 4-inch size tail, the max. So all of that there is literally the same. Let's see this Del Rio storm that Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill is on. Let's go back up with PA Storm Trackers, which is on the Onza storm at the moment. Azona, sorry, not Onza. So my low scud there. Possibly even trying to organise into a shelf cloud. Not shelf cloud, wall cloud, sorry. Yeah, some scud down that storm near Arizona in Texas. Sorry, I did not mean to close that. We can look at this camera, which at the moment would possibly be seeing some small hail. That is some small hail and some very fast damaging wind gusts. So I use that thing on the bottom of the screen as a guide. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Just check. So some small hail and damaging wind gusts with this. Probably the hail will get a bit larger. So the hail car actually comes through. Is that a bit of debris or something? I don't know. I thought I'd see a bit of branch. Could be wrong there. Fast wind gusts once again. New warning, let me check what that is. I don't think it was a new warning, but one got updated somewhere. Just gotta try and hunt for it. Okay, I might as well watch the camera. So the hail core will most likely be to the southeast of this storm, or of this camera, sorry. So yeah, possibly looking like some small hail at the moment. Most likely be getting a little bit larger. But yeah, this is nowhere near the peak of the event. We're far from it. That wasn't a new one. So yeah, some small hail, some damaging wind gusts as well. This is probably like 60 mile an hour at the moment. Just checking if we got a new one, but we didn't. You can see all of the wind being pushed at the bottom of your screen there. Or the rain that's being pushed. Small hail. But yeah, the main core to it is just to it. Just turn that back on. So yeah, if I just move that over there, we can see it's actually to its east at the moment. I don't think it really get the most of the storm, but it's currently looking at east. So hopefully, whenever the storm's more like over here, hopefully get a good view of it. So did we get any new warnings? No. This one near Pontiac just got updated. So if you look at Storm One immediate view, who would be directly in the hail core at the moment. If their feed loads, or they're not in the hail core, but if you look to the right, there's definitely something interesting. Hopefully they change the cameras. If they don't do it within the next 5 seconds, I'm turning it off. It's not that. That is good looking back at the storm when I look more to the right. Somebody just type something in the chat, fully Spanish. I don't understand that. I actually don't understand that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. I can't assist you on that. We got this warning. Okay, this is now been issued a tornado possible tag, and lime-sized hail is on this at the moment, so we could see large hail on this. A tornado possible risk is also on this, and also a damaging wind risk is also on this. So I guess a second do something. Okay. I'll do it. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I just typed a paragraph of a Spanish, or I'm presuming that's Spanish, and unfortunately I can't translate that, so I'm sorry. Ryan Scarsby with this storm, just be to his north at the moment. But yeah, this is an insane warning. So lime-sized hail, so lime hail is falling down. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and a tornado possible label is on this thing at the moment. And you can start to see where all of those storm chasers are. You can see a hawk as well. Let's see whether there's any rotation on it. Oh, that's that. Okay, so this is definitely uptrended. There's a broad area of rotation on the storm. You can see Vince Waltey's coverage comes back. That entire thing is rapidly rotating now. We've got at least some sort of rotation in there at the moment. A lot has changed over the last sort of 5 minutes. I was gonna say, Storm Chaser Tornado Pages on the storm at the moment. So you can see that entire thing is rotating. That is this could be our first tornado warning of the day today. Storm Chaser CJ's Eagles are a little bit further away from the main circulation, but we can still have a look what he's got. Yeah, okay, that could be a tornado that touches down soon. Okay, tornado warning has just been issued. So yeah, if you guys are in this warning, just to the east of Pontiac, get to your safe space. Go to the lowest floor and get to the central part of your home or building. I don't think this has been confirmed just yet, but our first tornado warning. Storm Chaser Connor Crossview here. Our first tornado warning of the evening. What the heck? Sorry, playing it in reverse or something. That's insane driving. That is impressive from Connor. I really got fooled into that, don't I? But yeah, there's a tornado warning. Just to the north of Pontiac is where the circulation would be. If you look at the velocity, I can't believe I got fooled into that. But yeah, we do have an area of rotation. It's not the best arrow. Let's see, Storm Chaser Tornado Pages 3 of this at the moment. If it loads, just give it a second. So yeah, that entire thing is rapid rotation. If there would be a tornado, there'd be a little vortex down there. This thing could be large in a little while. This thing is rapidly rotating. It is rotating fast. Have we got a new? But yeah, that entire thing is rotating. Storm Chaser CJ's Eagles view of this. Let's just put back Tornado Pages beyond there. The entire thing is rotating at the moment. Yeah, so a lot of upwards motion. Oh, tornado on the ground, guys. There's literally a tornado on the ground. Just north of Pontiac at the moment. You could see the vortice touching down there. I'm not sure whether it's still on the ground or not. You can see it there. Okay, it is on the ground. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. So there's something that's touched down there. A tornado's on the ground, guys. I'm not sure if it's still on the ground at the moment. We did see some debris there from a vortice. It's hard to see, but what are the storm chasers in this area? Storm chaser Freddie McKinney a little bit further back than that. It's a little bit pixelated and he's literally in the same area. So there was definitely something down there. That was definitely confirmed there, like literally a minute ago. It's still on the ground. There's literally a tornado on the ground right now. Just to the north of Pontiac. Storm Chaser Tornado Pages view of this. There's a tornado on the ground. Oh, one crossing the road. Tornado's on the ground, okay? There's literally a tornado on the ground that you can see. The vortex is literally crossing the road at the moment. Going across the road just north of Pontiac at the moment. It's on the ground. Storm Chaser Freddie McKinney's view, he's a little bit further up, so you could be in this thing at the moment. Should be right in front of him. It's a little bit pixelated though, his view, so. Let's see, where are they gonna go? Not right. Yeah, that was a tornado on the ground there. Storm Chaser kind of cross view on this. Because I was on the ground before. You can see that entire thing's rotating. Try. Find. Let's see where the tornado page's got. Their feed a little bit better. But yeah, that was a tornado on the ground. Could see the debris from that. Let's just quickly take this time to look at what. Oh my golly. Okay, baseball sized hail near Abilene. Baseball sized hail. This is a destructive storm, guys. Oh my god, just to the east of Abilene. Baseball sized hail. This is insane. You can see that storm just there. To the sort of left of your screen. Baseball sized hail falling with the storm. You can see in Buffalo's Gap there was ping pong ball sized hail, but yeah, this has now been issued to a 2 3/4 sized hail, which is baseball, and this is going to be a destructive storm heading just north of Clyde and Bayard. You can see that that hail core right now just south of Abilene. You can see baseball sized hails currently falling. That is going to be our most. Yeah, that's insane. Okay, baseball sized hail. Let's go back up to this tornado warning. I'm surprised that it's not observed because we did see it on the ground there for a moment. Storm Chaser Jacob McKillen. I'm not seeing any ground. I'm not seeing this as being on the ground anymore. But yeah, that did touch down for a brief moment there. Let's see Storm Chaser Tornado Pages view on the storm. Definitely rapid circulation. We could see another one on the ground. That entire thing is rotating. That would be the one to reach the ground. Watch right there. Look at that a sec. The entire thing is rotating. But yeah, that was a tornado on the ground a little bit ago. They're right up next to this. But yeah, once again, this storm just to the east of Abilene at the moment is producing baseball-sized hail, heading into Clyde and Bayard. I don't know why the radar's not loading. I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, now this storm just to the. This storm near Del Rio is producing 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts and tennis ball-sized hail. That isn't actually insane. Why is radar not loading? Why is it actually just not loading, dude? Oh, no. Okay, I'm literally just gonna close radar Amigo and we're gonna have to reopen it. Just give me 1 second, guys. I actually don't know why it wasn't loading. Sorry for the really bright. But yeah, so there's 2 storms producing. So there's one of them producing 2.5 inch size hail, and one of them 2 3/4 inch size hail. Here it is near Del Rio, producing 2.5 inch size hail and 80-mile-an-hour wind. That's an insane storm. This is an insane storm. Even if it's in radar foliage, it's an insane storm. See some very large hail there. This storm once again, just to the southwest of Bayard at the moment, producing baseball-sized hail. But yeah, let's just take a second to look at this area. See, tornado page has a pretty good view. So yeah, tornado page's view of this. So yeah, the tornado would be to the left if there was one. I still can't believe that. Yeah, because we actually saw it touch it down. Don't think there's anything in the ground. Nice lightning flash, but that's it. Okay, we're just going to take us back to that storm in Del Rio. I mean, this is ridiculous. 2.5 inch sized hail, so tennis ball sized hail, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Or 80, sorry, 80. Such a concerning storm. Going over Del Rio at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, so our most concerning storms is in Abilene, producing baseball-sized hail. A new warning just to the north of Abilene for 1.5 inch sized ping pong ball sized hail. And then this storm just to the south of Abilene, producing baseball sized hailstorms. And we just got a new warning. I'm not sure where that was. But yeah, 2.5 inch sized hail over near Del Rio at the moment. 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Edgar is on the storm. Edgar O'Neill. Storm Chaser Edgar. A lot of hail over there. So yeah, 2.5 inch sized hail, tennis ball sized hail, and 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Let's quickly go back up the tornado warning. Let's not quickly go, but this was on the ground. We did see it touch down just a couple minutes ago. There's so many storm chasers on this. Storm chaser Jacob McCullen. Let's see what he's got. If it wants to play ball and load. Tornado Pagey. But yeah, this thing was on the ground like a couple minutes ago. The entire thing is rotating. Don't think there's anything on the ground at the moment. Definitely be wrong though. I think it's starting to broaden out a little bit. This storm is going to be producing lime-sized hail. almost feel like lime is a little bit larger than a baseball, but see a tennis ball sized tail in the storm near Del Rio. 80 mph wind gusts. It's an insane storm. Storm chaser Edgar O'Neill. Got some hail over there. Storm chaser Freddie McKinney's view. So the rotation is to the top left of your screen. So yeah, once again, a tornado was on the ground with this storm. I'm not sure it still is. If I'm not mistaken, that might be Reed Timmer's vehicle that was like literally had. Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure that was his vehicle that he donated for. I'm watching his feed closely. See whether there's tornado on the ground. How is this still not observed? Well, there isn't a tornado currently on the ground, but there was like 10 minutes ago. Couplet here. So yeah, this is the report. Brief tornado touchdown reported north of Pontiac by storm chaser. We did just get a tornado watch that issues all the way into Oklahoma City as well. So it was in Oklahoma City. So the Del Rio storm still producing 2.5-inch sized hail and 80 mph wind gusts. Storm chaser Edgar O'Neill view, sorry. A bit of a low in there. I don't think that that's something on the ground. Where's any warning? Sorry. Why the freak is that for? So this is actually going into Chicago, just to the southwest side. 1.25-inch sized hail. So yeah, there was a tornado on the ground with the storm. So it has started to broaden out a little bit. That was not the right thing. Sorry about that. I don't know what I clicked. First tornado of possibly many to touch down today. Let's quickly go back down to Edgar's view, as there may have been something that was touching down. Edgar O'Neill's view on the Del Rio storm, which is producing 2.5-inch sized hail and also 80 mph wind gusts. Yeah, that's looking to be a little bit less interesting. In the wind gust now, the 80 mph wind gust. Sorry if that was loud. Possibly was. So yeah, this definitely some damaging wind gusts here. 80 miles an hour. Visibility has been significantly reduced with the storm near Del Rio. We did actually get a report out of Del Rio for the ASOS station, 70 mile an hour. Storm near Warwood, just to the north. Some 1 1/4 sized hail. Every single storm chase is moving in this line. Jacob McMillan on the storm is looking to recycle over the next little while. But we did get a tornado report just out of North Pontiac. Brief tornado touches down reported north of Pontiac by storm chaser. So the guys, just give me one moment. I'm actually put on Storm Chaser tornado pager. Let's see, what was that? It's not that. So let's give me one moment so you can see definitely some very small rotation. So I'm very sorry, but so the person who commented in Spanish said in the northern area there is rotation that's strengthening. In the rain to the north you can see some tornado rotation. With the tornado weather we want to know if a tornado is developing. That was over 30 minutes ago, so I can't really help you on that, but yeah, thank you for your comment. I'm sorry it took so long for me to be able to translate and stuff. It's just I've been trying to quickly go through these warnings. So now tennis ball sized tower of the storm. I mean, very large hail everywhere. So we will possibly be live for the next 10 minutes. As I do live over here in Britain and it's past 10 o'clock now, so yeah, so we've got some large hail over near Del Rio, storm chase Edgar O'Neill's on the storm, and also 80 mile an hour wind gusts. See that entire thing there? It's quite interesting to the right. Could possibly try and drop. Tornado, that's actually the velocity. Definitely some interesting some signs there. This storm to just to the north of Onza, sorry, or Ozona, sorry, producing some small hail. And these ones over near Abilene and Beard is producing, or was producing, baseball sized hail. This one just to the north of Anson is producing 1.5 inch sized hail. This one near Wichita Falls just got issued, producing 70 mile an hour wind gusts and some small hail. It's going 88 degrees out there, definitely feeling quite warm. Also, we do have cells forming right now near Oklahoma, so that is why we did get a tornado watch not so long ago. This storm just to the north of Woodward, producing 1 a quarter-sized tail with 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And we do have this tornado warning for Pontiac, where we did see tornado down not so long ago. I don't know whether this warning will get I don't know whether this tornado warning will get extended. I would kind of think so. But yeah, this is 2.5 inch size tail, so tennis ball size tail. And we do also have a severe thunderstorm warning just to the southwest of Chicago for 1.25 size tail. And yeah, this today is a big risk. Obviously, I'm unfortunately able to go much further. But yeah, we have a moderate risk of severe weather, a 15% risk of some of tornadoes, so likely some large tornadoes that will be forming. Let's just finish the stream by we won't finish just yet, but just have a look what's going on out there. Things have started just to slowly weaken, or a better word is try to re-intensify, try and recycle. And thank you to whoever subscribed. That's very kind. Dude, why is the live stream broke? Okay, I can only go about 50 seconds. I don't know why that is. Okay, I don't know why that is. Hopefully that's just a glitch on my end. Okay, but I'm thinking that's gonna be a wrap. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning into today's weather forecast. Not weather forecast, but live stream. I hope everyone did find this informative in some way or another. But yeah, I mean, lots more severe weather to come. We may be live tomorrow.